This ain't just homeless people anymore, bro. These are real working class Americans that can't even afford an apartment sometimes. So they get a hotel or a storage unit like we see in this video, and they live out of it. And it's so sad because they gotta hide. They gotta be like, well, where you at? Because, man, you know it's hard, bro. If they get caught, it's over with. Hopefully they saving some money and they can end up getting out of there.
I live in a storage unit because it's cheap in comparison to an apartment. Living here is actually really comfortable. I get a lot of things that I need and want to get done here. I can exercise. I can use the bathroom. I can play music anywhere in the unit. It's climate controlled in here, so it's nice and warm. This unit is 24 hours, so I can come here anytime I want to, stay here as long as I need to. We can take naps if we need to and go to sleep. So this is our living space. Very, very grateful to have this space. The next goal is to get an RV. The next goal after that, tiny home. And if we want to eat, I just cook right out front. Or we'll just prepare something cold inside of the unit. Sandwiches, a lot of times we make salad. If we want to get power, we use our power bank. They also have power here so we can charge our power bank. Me and my baby will live here as long as we need to until we get the shelter that we want. Because we're living here, now we can save up more money to get what we really want. We're in it for the long haul. Thank you for the support. Thanks for watching.
So it looks like the video I posted about the guy that lives in a storage facility. Well, yeah, guess what? They got caught and they got kicked out. And you won't believe why.
So we got kicked out of our storage unit. The higher-ups found out about my video and went so viral. We ended up getting kicked out. Now we're just trying to figure out where to go and what we're going to do with all of our stuff. We're going to have to get a new storage unit. So yeah, we got kicked out.
Sell it.
We just don't know what to do right now. We're trying to figure it out. It's a lot. It's a lot of uncertainty. We can't live here anymore.
Go on Storage Wars. Sell it all.
Now we got a free hotel. After getting kicked out of the storage unit, now we got a free hotel. It's so cold outside. We don't have to stay outside in the cold. Not only can we get out of the cold for the weekend.
How the hell you get a free hotel? Why don't you just do that in the first place?
When I say don't record yourself doing a crime, edit the video, put commentary, and post it online, y'all just be ignoring me. Y'all just keep scrolling. It's evident every day on this app. I'm scrolling. And I see a video of a man living in a storage unit. The fact that you live in a storage unit is A-okay by me. I don't see, some call you a trespasser. I call you a financial planner, if you will. But one thing, baby, you can't live in a storage unit. It is unlawful in most, if not every state, to live in a storage unit. You see what I'm saying? So I watched the video and I was perplexed because I felt like you had a great plan. Excellent plan. You're going to live in that storage unit. You got your food. I saw you do a little cartwheel. You got your exercise. You got your girl with you. You saving money. You stacking up until you can buy a place, but then you posted it on the internet. And had you posted that and you were on Ellen the next day and it really put you into a whole nother level of money and checks and notoriety and sponsorships, I'll shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. But from what I saw, the person got evicted. So that's the thing. I want us to just, if we're doing something, and maybe you didn't know it was unlawful, baby, and maybe you didn't know, but it is. So I just want us all to take this lesson, take heed. Stop recording yourself doing shit you ain't supposed to be doing and posting it online. That's it. That's all. But you don't got to take my word for it. Yeah, who am I?
Rent is expensive as hell, bro. Some places be $1,200 to $2,000. Like, bro, just to live. We ain't talking about no bills. We ain't talking about no cell phone. We ain't talking about eating. We ain't talking about groceries. We ain't talking about kids.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I'm frustrated, man. Like today's frustrating. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy because we live in a tent, babe. Like, and we strong, but today, man, I mean, we gotta move all this stuff out of here and everything. Like, look at this storage unit, man. We gotta move all this stuff out of here, man.
Thank you so much, Loves, for the cash apps. You are
amazing. We
amazing.
appreciate y'all. And the thing is, like, okay, like, us getting kicked out the storage unit, okay, when the video got viral like that, I'm like, oh snap, they probably might find out and I get kicked out. Okay. But if we get kicked out, we must have got that famous that, wow, we can take that fame and turn it into something bigger and really.
OMG, guys, I cannot believe I am doing this. I did a thing. Yes, I did a thing. I went ahead and moved into a storage unit. And of course, there is a bigger picture behind it. I definitely have a plan. But for now, we talking about living in this storage unit. So this first week has been crazy and kind of humbling as well. I had to go wash clothes at a laundromat for the first time in 12 years. And when I tell you that experience left me on the floor, I've had to take out my own trash, which is also crazy because I haven't done that in, let's say about 4 or 5 years. Every place I move to, they take out the trash for me, so I'm having to do everything on my own. However, it does let me know that I am stronger than what I thought. And as hard as it is to believe, living in this storage unit has actually given me a boost of confidence. I feel so much more determined. I feel so much more at peace. I do my daily devotionals every single night. I'm on night 9 as of now. And I know y'all have some questions for me, so let me get them out the way. No, I am not at the storage unit all day. I am not. I'm only there from 9 p.m. to 7:30 a.m. the next morning. So I'm not there all day. Somebody asked how I use the restroom. Well, as you guys can see in the previous clip, I do actually have a toilet. But I'm so grateful for this experience. Look at my car. It ended up having an issue and I just got it fixed the next morning. This is the type of life I'm trying to live. Enjoy my journey.
Come with me as I hide from my family in my storage units. So recently I downsized from a 6,000 square foot, 6-bedroom, 7-bathroom mini mansion into a tiny 2-bedroom high-rise apartment, and it started to feel cluttered. So I got me a secret storage unit where I hide all of my good items like my favorite Garfield socks and my smell good lotions and my wine, $2 Chuck from Trader Joe's. And I go here whenever I need some peace, which is basically every other day. And I hang out and I don't tell my family about it because mama needs a clubhouse. And you know what else mama needs? Some wine.
Hotels became apartments. See, a lot of these extended stays or just these regular motels, people just living in them things now, bro. They see the free breakfast, they see the complimentary soap, they see the comb, they see the lotion, they see all that, they shower, and they're staying. It's a little bit cheaper than apartments, but sometimes it be the same thing. You might as well get an apartment if you could do it, but the credit be messed up, so that's why.
This is low-key crazy. So this dude is getting arrested for living out of this storage unit for 2+ years after his friend snitched on him. Just wait till you see this place. Now I feel he low-key has a solution to homelessness. And he's quite the decorator. We're going to get into all the little details here. But just the fact that he was living here for 2 years and nobody had any idea tells us that small units like this could be a solution. I mean, which would you rather have it? In small units like this, or you have them on the streets? Now, taking a deeper look, bro was low-key cooking. He's got a little microwave oven in there. I don't know what these are exactly, but it looks like something that you can use for working out. Don't know why he's got so many of them, though. And he doesn't have a laundry unit, so obviously his dirty clothes are going to pile up. He's got a little speaker system and a gaming chair. I wonder if he's got a PS5 in there somewhere. But what do you guys think? Should they have arrested him, or should they have just kicked him out? Personally, I'd rather have him living out of here than right on the street. But what do you think?
Listen. I'm gonna miss this shed. This is probably the cheapest rent I'm ever gonna have to pay in California. Thank you for the memories.
I'm homeless, and this is how I live rent-free. So I went ahead and cleaned out the storage just so you guys can see the size. I have a 5x5 unit, and with the insurance, it's $71 a month. I got these big blue bags from Amazon. I use about 6 of them, and that's where I keep my clothes and important papers. I'm homeless, and I get ready for work at the gym. A lot of people don't understand why somebody would choose to be homeless, and honestly, rent was kicking my ass. I was paying $2,000 in household bills, and now I pay $20 for my gym membership. When I tell people I'm homeless, they imagine me digging in dumpsters like this looking for food. I chose to be homeless because I'm tired of paying bills and I need to save some money. They didn't want to give me food stamps, so I'm out here living rent-free, eating ribs. I'm homeless, and this is where I sleep. When I left my apartment, I thought I'd be living in my car rent-free. The day I moved out, my car completely shut down, but it was too late to go back. I slept in that car so many nights without air and heat until one day I just couldn't take it. I told my manager I was living in a broke-down car, and now I sleep at work. I'm homeless, and this is where I hide my stuff. My office has a locked cabinet, so I like to keep about a week's worth of stuff so I don't have to go to storage as often. I have a lot of scrubs for work, socks, underwear, and also my iron and ironing pad. Although I don't sleep here, I like to keep extra things I might need in case I run out of something in my gym bag. My cabinet comes with 2 keys, and I do leave one here and take one with me just so I won't lose both, and you do need a key to unlock it. I got this security bar from Amazon, and I keep it on the door just in case I need to change clothes in between jobs or act like I'm in here doing some work. I'm homeless, and this is the shower I use at the gym. I'm homeless, and yes, I'm cleaning my makeup brushes in this bathroom. One thing I hate about being homeless is people don't like when you make the struggle look good. It's a problem if I want to do my hair and makeup, but it's okay if I was living in the streets looking bad. All I know is I'm going to keep making my content, and you keep making sure you pay your rent. I'm homeless, and this is how I date. I shower and get ready at the gym, and then I take my stuff to storage since it's not that far. I Uber to and from the date, even though they usually ask to come and pick me up. I don't mention being homeless until the 2nd or 3rd date, but it hasn't been an issue so far. If you have a problem with me dating, just remember I'm homeless by choice, and unlike you, I don't have any rent to pay. I said I was homeless, never said I was broke. I get my packages sent to a pickup location and go pick it up from there.
And back to the storage units, people doing what they gotta do. If you can't afford something, if you ain't got no credit, what can you do? It's like you gotta go live in a storage unit, bro. Like, you have no other option. You just gotta be stealthy and hope you don't get caught.
This is my door key. This way. Now they say you've got to be careful around here. Be stealthy and all that. You know, we have sensor lights up here and CCTV up here. As you can see, to my unit, I've even set up internet. Very, very visible. However, well, I've been here 2 months, and I lock my door like this every night. So it looks locked if you walk past, but it can't be locked from the outside, therefore I don't get trapped in. Welcome to my home. Okay, so I do 100% understand that this place is a mess right now. However, I wanted to make this video to show you guys how an 18-year-old has got away with £90 a month rent in a storage unit in the United Kingdom. So we'll start over here. I have a decently sized TV, and I've also got a leather chair right here. That's my bag of rubbish, but we'll get to that later. This is a bed, a double bed, brand new, which I won, which you'll see in later videos. Yes, because I did record some storage unit videos. But getting onto that later. If we go around, we've got some lighting up here. I've got some Christmas lights I just stuck to the wall, as well as some Back to the Future artwork, and a microwave oven. Sorry about the bowl, you could see it in the reflection. Sorry, I had some porridge this morning. I got my keys right there, as well as some random cables, you see. Microwave oven, as I've got a lot of power stretching right down here to some cable blocks over there, and they also go down there. Oh, and look at that, that's my food section. But we don't need to worry about the food because I sleep here. Yeah, So this is an air bed. I did have a double bed, but it had a hole in, so I've gone down to a single. And I've got some duvets. Yes, they don't have duvet covers. I haven't had duvet covers in a while, and I should invest in some very soon. I also have a radiator.
Guys, let me show you a few warning signs when you're searching for storage auction units. Know your facilities, that is very key, both for rodents, but also if people live in them. This particular facility that I'm looking at, they have a homeless shelter nearby. So a lot of times in the shelters, they can't store their stuff. They have to bring their stuff out with them every day. So they rent units. Let me show you. Okay guys, so this particular unit right here, you can see it's very basic. It's very well organized. Okay. They're bedding. They're probably sleeping on this chair there. They're slowly gathering stuff. I know this facility very well. They have their pots and pans. Okay, so here you can see this is a separate unit at the same facility. I know this facility very well. I've bought here before, and I have bought homeless people's units. Not knowing at first, but now we can recognize. So they have their bed, they roll it up, they put it up here. But this is one of the real key things, guys. They have their canned goods. It's all nice, neat, organized. Okay, they're cleaning it. They're cleaning their bowls and everything. Okay, everything is nice and neat and pushed to the side. But you can see they have their little kitchen set up here. So it's just being mindful of how the unit is set up. Kitchen gear right next to food. Usually there's a couple dishes there. Bedding rolled up. Know your facilities, know the areas of your facilities, guys. And I know in the large cities it gets hard. I buy in 2 different towns that are nearby. One is a very large city, so there's hundreds of facilities that we're going to. So that's a little bit harder, but this one I know because I know the road, and I've bought from the facility. Not that homeless people don't have value in their units. It's just a lot of times there's food. With food comes rodents, and if they're living in it, it can be a little bit sketch when you're cleaning it out too. So be mindful.
This tenant has been evicted from their storage unit because they were trying to live inside their storage unit, which is why all their stuff is here and they're packing it up right now. The way we figured out that this tenant was living on site is there's a few different things that we watch. When we check keypads, we see who is staying after access hours, and this tenant had done this multiple times. We also noticed that this tenant was leaving items outside of the unit and in the exterior hallway that were there. Soon after these things happened, we saw on the keypads and also the cameras that the tenant had stayed overnight, entered the facility at 8:08 p.m., and exited the facility the next day at 2:08 p.m. I sent out a warning to the tenant and I said, hey, we don't allow living on the property at all. That's against your lease. I quoted the lease in there. This is a one-time warning.
And it's so scary. One emergency, you out of there, bro. A lot of people don't even have 1,000 saved up. So if something happens, let something pop on your tire. Let your car sound sick, bro.
Majority of the day and
it's done
after access hours. And was letting one of her friends doing things on the property that they shouldn't.
Working does not guarantee stability either.
And I said,
you can do all this work and you can be good. You can get fired. These companies don't care. They'll let you go. Or you could just.
And we'll give you a 2-hour window to pick up your items. About a week later, last night, the fees were paid.
And it's still not enough.
The tenant called me.
I don't get it nowadays, bro.
U-Haul and could meet me on site to retrieve all their belongings. Here's what it looks like in the storage unit. You can see a bed right there, all set up with bedding, and a sketchy looking loft that's built up with all the items on top. You can see a TV that's set up right there underneath this loft structure. Candles on this table, which is a potential fire hazard. Coats are hung up over the door, and multiple items on display. For those of you that are wondering why we don't allow people to live in a storage unit, even if it seems like maybe they're not causing a bunch of problems, it is illegal for us to allow people to live in storage units. They're not habitable. We're not providing the necessary things that they need for occupancy by law, so we have to terminate. It's for legal and also safety and security. This tenant in particular was also allowing other activities that are definitely not allowed on this property to be happening. Sometimes there's more progress made. They're going in and out of their unit, constantly loading things in the U-Haul. At this point, I've been on property with them for about 2.5 hours. I just walked over there and took a look inside. Basically, there's like the shelving, the loft thing that's left there. Most of the stuff's loaded up inside the U-Haul. It's been about 4 hours now, still waiting for her to finish up, and she's waiting on one of her friends to come bring a drill so they can take down the shelving, and then we'll be done. After about 30 minutes.
I am living in a storage unit.
Just joking. I am moving all my.
And a lot of people hide this, man. Nobody wants somebody to know. Oh, I'm living in a hotel. Oh, I'm living in a car. Oh, some people will tell you, but some people don't, bro. It's like it's secretive. You don't know what somebody's going through at work, man. You don't know.
Oregon. So I went to LA, brought all my shit home, and now I'm gonna set up this one. But basically, I'm moving back to LA in September, so I'm keeping all my extra shit here until then. I'm also gonna try to sell like half of it. So if you live in Oregon and want to go shopping, once I get everything set up, it's gonna be like hopefully fully racks, and I'm gonna hang everything up so I can see what I actually want to keep. If you live in Oregon and want to buy my clothes, let me know. But this is gonna be a fucking process, so I am gonna post it, and like if you don't like it, fucking unfollow. But this is day one, and usually there's like pushy parts that you can put all the shit on, but there's none here today, and there's literally nobody else here, so I had no one to ask. So I've been carrying them 2 at a time. I wonder how many years it takes off people's life to go set up the camera and then go do the thing, because I just did that and it was taxing. So yeah, I have one more load. Other people just showed up and it's kind of ruining my vibe. Like, it kind of felt like I own this place. Okay, y'all, pretty good haul for day one. I'm not cleaning shit up because I'm fucking tired and sweaty from carrying all that shit up. But the goal is to make this look like a really nice closet or like store type vibe. So please stay tuned. Send me tips and ideas. I need racks. If anyone has extra clothing racks, send them to you.
It's sad because the middle class is literally disappearing. You're either going to be broke or you're going to be rich. Ain't no middle. The middle class is the thing of the past where you can have one person working. Hi, honey, I got your breakfast. I got your dinner for you. No, that's over. Let me know how y'all feel about this, man. This is really crazy, man. Drop a comment, man. Drop a comment. Let's pray for these people, man.